Good evening, Grantham University professor and students. My name is Christian Trienke, and this is my week 7 demonstrational video. There could have been numerous things that I could have done, but I actually decided to do a demonstrational video on how to make Spanish rice and just regular meat. There's a lot of people who don't know how to cook. For example, I didn't know how to cook, and you know, I was always eating Burger King, McDonald's, all fast food. So one day I decided, you know what, it's about time I learn how to cook. And I took to YouTube, I took to asking my parents, I took to asking my coworkers, my friends, females of course, because guys, I mean, come on, no offense, but we all know that not every guy knows how to cook. Alright, so we're going to start off by me showing you the products that I'll be using to make the rice, and then I'll show you the meats. Alright, right here we have sazon Goya con cilantro, with cilantro and achote, and then we have Goya jamon. You've probably seen these in the food aisles, and I don't know, perhaps you know what they were, perhaps you didn't, but now you know that this is what we're going to use. This is going to give flavor to your rice. And we're going to use what's called culantro or recaito in Spanish. This is going to give additional flavor to your rice. And then right here we have Spanish olives. And right here we have sofrito. Sofrito is a mixture of green peppers, onions, cilantro, and garlic and olive oil. And this gives a lot of flavor to your rice. Alright, so this is for the rice. These items right here. And right here I have pretty much like chopped up or minced garlic. I have oregano right here. This is just the brand that I'm using for today, but you can use any brand of oregano. I'm using McCormick's black pepper and just salt. And then this is the meat. We're gonna season the meat. I've already washed the meat in lime juice and you know, watered it, cleaned it. And alright, let's get started with seasoning the meat. First, what we're gonna do is put a little bit of salt over the meat. On both sides. Then you're going to put some pepper on the meat. Oh, that salt, by the way, it's not extremely salty, so you're okay. Just the pepper and salt pretty much to taste. Now we're going to sprinkle some oregano. It might have been too much oregano, but we'll figure it out. Secret, if you put too much of something, just mash it up with the other one. And yes, I clean my hands, everything's sanitized. It's step number 1 when cooking, clean your hands. Quick rinse. You need to get a spoon real quick. Just a tad bit, maybe half a teaspoon. Just wash it through, because when you put it in to sear the meat, it'll take it in and it'll be fine. These seasonings would blend in with the oil when you're searing the meat, and it'll pick up the flavor, so it's not a big deal. Wash that out a little bit. Now I've had the 2 pots already started, you know, heating up. We're gonna use oil. You can use any type of oil. I like using olive oil, extra virgin. What you're gonna do is just a little bit of oil. This is for the meat. The trick when cooking with oil is low heat. This way, when you put your meat down, it's not gonna like squirt out at you. And then here, probably 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. It's fine, that's normal, no big deal. I should have put the water first, but we'll be alright. This is live TV, so anything can happen. Alright, what I'm going to do, since I have that going on, I'm actually going to stir fry this in a way. That's fine, no big deal. Let that start heating up. Notice I dropped down the heat temperature. This is what I do with this, so it doesn't go all over the place, or it comes out fine, you know, because it's packaged. Sometimes it's hard. I take them both together, open it up as such, and just let it go. Throw it all in there. And then what we're going to do, grab a spoon. This is a short one. Just shake that up in there, stir it real well. It's fine. Let that seasoning take effect right there. Now what we're going to do, while that's seasoning up, oh, you know what? It should have been done before that, but I didn't want everything to stick up and kick out. This is a sofrito. Take 2 tablespoons. You know what? Add a little bit more, probably 2.5 tablespoons. Rinse that out real quick. My mother always said, hey, it's all going in one place. So for anybody thinking about, oh, that's cross-contamination, it's not. It's all going in your stomach. Alright, 1.5 there of cilantro. Rinse that out again. Hang on, I gotta use my strong hand. That was almost embarrassing. Probably take 6 olives. I like olives. My wife doesn't like olives so much, but hey, I'm cooking, right? Alright, so while that's in here, stir it up some more. Let that get all the flavor, because once we put the rice and the water in there, that's all going to mix in together. This is what's going to carry your flavor. Probably heat it up a little bit more. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take our meats. Be gentle, expect that to happen. What you want to do, drop your meat in there. And all you're doing is you're going to let it sear. This is fine. Since this is live, we're just going to use a spoon. Normally I use something else. Now, after your meat's in, is when you're going to turn up the heat. What you want to do is let it sear. When you sear it, it closes up. Once it's seared on both sides, that's when you turn down the heat and you let it cook. Sorry, I'm recording on the phone and somebody decided to call me, but anyway. Alright, so you still have the meat in here. What you're going to do now, so you're going to flip it over. That's just the water from the meat. That's all going to burn out. Raise the heat up a little bit. Now I have to get back to my rice. Now that the rice started to now that the rice started, now that the vegetables started pretty much to kind of boil, what you're going to do is you're going to take 1 cup of rice. 1 cup of water, and you're going to pour it in. Doesn't matter what kind of cup you want to use. I don't do the whole one cup, 2 cup, that whole measuring thing. No. you grab a cup of water. Now that same cup, you're gonna fill it up with rice. What? Yeah. You're gonna fill it up with rice, and then once you fill this cup up with rice, then whatever cup you're using, you dump it in there. Now you raise the temperature up on that. Once the water starts to go away, you'll notice. Once that happens, what you're gonna do is, we can't have a video over 10 minutes. So what we're gonna do is just tell you the rest of the steps. Once the water starts to go away and there's only a little bit of water left, you're gonna turn down the heat really low and you're gonna cover it. And the key is you cover it for 20 minutes. Leave it covered for 20 minutes. There's no need to go in there, check it or anything. Leave it covered for 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes is passed, you can put a timer. You come and your rice should be ready to go. Just lower down the heat and it cooks with the moisture, I guess, would cook it. And that's pretty much it. Oh, the meat, once you seared it on both sides, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna flip it back over to the original side. And you're gonna lower the temperature. And your meat will cook just fine. See, I lowered the temperature, most of that stuff went away. By the time it's done cooking, it'll all be good to go. And you'll have nice, decent color. You can see how I turned on the flame on the rice. Just gonna let that cook. Once that water goes away, that's when you're gonna lower down the temperature and just cover it for 20 minutes and voila. This is kind of hard to do in this video off a cell phone, but that's pretty much my demonstrational class on how to cook Spanish rice and meat. I don't know, maybe you guys can figure out what kind of meat that is. I call it meat. I'm a carnivore. I eat meat. I like rice because I'm Dominican. And that's my class. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching.